right? But that's okay. I'm already cool anyway. That's all that matters. I'm just waiting for the agenda, and then we're going to go ahead right into the program. We did say 1 o'clock. It is now 10 to 1, so I do believe we have more people coming in. We're double checking, we're making sure, and then we're going to go ahead with the program very shortly. So don't go anywhere, don't adjust your set. I'll be right back. Good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody doing here? Oh, that's good. You know, I've done a lot of emceeing all over the country when it comes to events like this at schools. I also did emceeing at the public school division here in the city, but also at numerous powwows all over North America, and also round dances and all kinds of events, even weddings and all this stuff. So there's a unique style when you MC, and one of the most important things is interacting with the crowd, right? That's important. So when you interact with the crowd, you want to make sure you get good feedback, okay? Boys and girls, all the people sitting around the area. So if I ask you for a loud cheer, I expect a loud cheer, okay? So we're going to practice before we do the grand entry. On a count of 3, and we're going to make sure that everybody hears us in the Lakeland College, because they're going to be coming up and standing in the balcony area wondering what the heck is going on down there at the cafeteria. All right? So on a count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, I sound like a circus announcer. Just kidding. On a count of 3, 1, 2, 3. I was at St. Joseph High School this morning, and those little kids were even louder than you. You got to do better than that. 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. Wow, we got one thing down. It's cheering and clapping. That's good. Well, we're going to get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grant Whitstone. I come to you from Onion Lake, Cree Nation. Like I said, I do a lot of Master of Ceremonies throughout the Lakeland area, the Lloydminster area, also all over Indian country. And it's always an honor and a pleasure to do emceeing when it comes to events like this, or even showcasing who we are as Indigenous people and showcasing the individual style of dance, including the singers. Well, this afternoon, we're going to offer you the opportunity to witness the style of powwow dancing and singing. And to help us out, this afternoon, we have dancers coming to you from Kihihun, Alberta, Onion Lake. We have singers coming to you from Onion Lake, Cree Nation, also the surrounding areas. So, all you people in the balcony, I hope you enjoy this program that we have for you. There's still a few more seats available. Come on in and sit down. And we were going to go ahead with the program. We did say 1 o'clock, and it is now 1:05. So before we do that, I want to ask you to help me out with a loud round of applause to our singers that are going to be doing the most of the singing throughout the program. And it's hard work singing, ladies and gentlemen, and sometimes it's because you have to sing every song, one song for each dancer as they come in. And we have like 8 dancers over there. And their singers are going to have to sing about, 8 to 10 songs to accommodate each individual dancer to showcase their style. Dancers, if you start making your way, we're going to have a little grand entry here very shortly. I'm just going to see if we can get things going. And what we call a grand entry is where the dancers will be coming in and they'll be dancing around, showcasing their style of dance. Okay? That's what we call a grand entry. How many of you have ever been to a powwow? All right, that's good. That's awesome. Well, if you've ever been to a powwow, a grand entry entails about 600 to 1,500 dancers coming in. And it takes about an hour and a half for a grand entry to bring all the dancers into the dancing arena. We're going to have a smaller version of that, and we're going to showcase some of the different style of dance. And I always say this every time I do an MC all over India country. A grand entry, we all know there's different types of grand entry. This is the only grand entry that you're going to ever see for free, okay? Because other grand entries, you have to pay an admission, right? Any type of grand entry, rodeo grand entry, chuck wagon grand entry, anything. Even when you go to the Calgary Stampede at the world's greatest show on earth, you still have to pay to go watch a grand entry. And those tickets aren't cheap. They're like $60 just to watch the rodeo. You have to pay $50 just to get into the gate. Here, you don't pay nothing. And I always say this, ladies and gentlemen, you think Calgary Stampede is the world's greatest show on earth? I have to differ. This is the world's greatest grand entry you're ever going to see, and the world's greatest show on earth is right here, right now, at Lloydminster, Lakeland College. Singers, red-tail singers. Red-tail singers come to you from Onion Lake Creation. Bring him in. We're waiting for a traditional dancer. Hang on. Here he is. Help me out with a warm round of applause for red-tail singers. Okay. That's not the cheer I was looking for. Red-tail singers. There we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in to you live right here at Lloydminster, Lakeland College, grand entry time, red tail, bring them in. As we bring in the different style of dance right here live. What you go live. All right, dancer style dancers, dancer style. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Tanisha, are you here? Come on over this way if you can help me out. The singers are looking for a little bit of water, if you can help me out. Before we go into the next part of the portion of the program, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right into what we call an intertribal, okay? And what that is where we showcase the dancers coming in and they all dance their individual style, and you're going to see the uniqueness of each different dancer. And we're going to have an intertribal at this time, and we're going to go with 2 starts of intertribal, and then after that, we're going to showcase each dancer individually. And while we do that, I'll be explaining to you the regalia that they have on and all the beautiful beadwork and the beautiful colors that you see that each dancer is wearing on their regalia. 2 starts of intertribal. Singers, help us out. Like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, the dancers get to take a break because now we're bringing in each individual dancer to showcase their different style of dance. But the singers don't get to take a break because they have to sing for each of the dancer that's coming in. At this time, we're going to introduce to you the men's traditional category, as we call it. Help me out with a round of applause, Mr. Tristan Carter. You know, we've done this many of times all over, like I said, with all the dancers and the singers, and I always take about 30 seconds to talk about the individual dancer and the regalia. Tristan has been dancing since he was been yay high, and now as you see the beautiful regalia that he's wearing, a lot of this regalia that you see, the beadwork is all handmade. And if you look at the beautiful bustle that we see behind his waist, and of course, you know, the 2 black tip feathers that you see at the top of the head roach. All of this is something that we asked to borrow from either the greatest bird that flies in the sky, which is the eagle, or a part of an animal that has sacrificed his life so we can make this into a powwow regalia. And we don't do this just because we want to. This is who we are as Indigenous people. It is our way of life. And you see the beautiful beadwork and that beautiful fan he's carrying. And if you look at the head roach, that head roach is made of porcupine quill, porcupine hair. And of course you see the beautiful deer fur that's around the bottom of the head roach. And with all due respect, these are things that we utilize in part of creating each individual's different style of dance. You don't just go to Walmart and buy this, all right? It doesn't work like that. And the colors that you see, not only on this dancer, but on the other dancers also, they're traditional colors that they carry. They're colors that have been passed down maybe from generation to generation, from family to family. So the regalia that you see here, this afternoon's performance, is something that is very, meaningful for each individual dancer. And it's something that they will carry on and pass on to their children and so forth. And I want to explain to you that this is not an outfit. This is not a costume. A costume is what you wear at Halloween. A costume is a police costume or whatever, a nurse costume, right? There's a different terminology we use in respect to all the dancers that wear the regalia, and the word is regalia. I just wanted to make sure and bring that to clarification. Singers, we're going to ask you to help us out with 2 starts for the traditional dancer. Pay attention as the way the dancers move, because guess what? They are going to be telling you a story. Whenever you're ready, boys, take it away. Thank you very much, Tristan. Men's grass, come on up this way. We are now moving into the next category, as we call it. The men's grass dancer. Again, a different style of dance. As you can see, the regalia that this young man has on, the beautiful beadwork that you see in and around his cuffs, the side belts, and the armbands. All this beadwork is all handmade. And the design that you see in the beadwork is something that is created by the individual or even comes from, like I said, the family origin. If you see the head roach, like I said, comes from the porcupine and the deer fur that added it onto the side of the head roach. The grass dance originated in our area, in this territory area, the Treaty 6 territory. And if you see the fringes on the grass dancer's regalia, if you ever walk in a meadow, and if you walk where the grass is this high or even higher, and if it's on a windy day, you're going to see that grass, that sweet grass, flow back and forth with the wind. And that's the significance of the grass dance and the grass dance song, because it's still a part of who we are, and we still have a connection of God, Creator, and Mother Earth, as we call it. Singers, give us 2 starts for this grass dancer, whenever you're ready. Introduce this young man, but that young man's name is Tian Chief. Let's give him a round of applause. No, sorry, Wade Whitstone. Thanks, Wade. Is it? Yeah, Wade, right? There you go. I got the names mixed up on this category. My apologies. Tian is the guy coming up. The men's chicken dancer. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, as he stands before you, this particular dance came from the southern part of the province of Alberta, and also from the northern part of the state of Montana in the USA, from the Blackfoot people of that tribe. The story goes, years ago, the Blackfoot people came up north to the Cree territory. And as we all know, the fur trade was in existence at that time. And tribes traded furs and goods as they traveled throughout North America as we know it today. And along the way, the Blackfoot people left this dance in this area. So that's where the original dance came from, was from the Blackfoot tribe in northern Alberta. Southern Alberta and the north part of the state of Montana. This assimilates the prairie chicken as we know it today. If you ever watched a prairie chicken and where they have their dances, sometimes they have their dances in little grassy hills and all that stuff. Google it by all means, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Boys and girls, I'm giving you a little bit of history here. I'm not a history teacher, but I'm just letting you know. If you want to know a little more about this particular dance, the prairie chicken style that you see out in those meadows that I was talking about simulates this style of dance. If you pay attention to this young man's regalia, the prairie chicken's back, their little fan spreads out like a peacock when they're doing their dances in the field. And that's what is the part of this man's back part of the bustle is that prairie chicken. And the feathers that you see at the top of his roach, those are also similar to the prairie chicken feathers. And the regalia that you see is a simple style, because the prairie chicken is a simple bird, but it has a unique style of dance. And that's where the chicken dance came from the Blackfeet tribe. Singers, again, 2 starts on the chicken dancer. Is it getting gooder and gooder? Yeah, I'm practicing my English. And I think it's awesomer. Actually, it's a good program. It's a good way of introducing to you the different style of dance that we have to offer. Now we're going to go into the women's categories, okay? But before we do that, like I said, I always look at the crowd and I see who's enjoying the show or the program, and I want to make an acknowledgement, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if they're together or not, and it's only being polite that I can't ask. But I want to make an acknowledgement to these 2 people right here. Stand up, please. I want to thank you for wearing the orange shirts today. Stand up. Also you, stand up. We respect that you're wearing those t-shirts today. We thank you on behalf of Every Child Matters all over Indian country. Hi, hi. All right, we're going into the women's category, ladies and gentlemen. We're going right into the fancy dancer. Aislinn Woodstone, come on up. Is Brave going to join us? Okay. All right, Brave. Ladies and gentlemen, you think the men's category was awesome. Wait till you see the woman and the tiny tot. Okay? This is always my favorite, because it's always an honor to announce this young world's champion dancer when he performs for the crowd. She knows what to do. She knows her role. World champion dancer at 3 years old, ladies and gentlemen. But I have to acknowledge the mom. World's champion dancer also. Give her a round of applause. Women's fancy Aislinn Woodstone and tiny tot fancy world's champion Brave Yazzie. Singers, help us out with 2 starts for the fancy dance. better than that. One more time. All right. Thank you very much. You know, when you're doing these performances and you're doing the Master of Ceremonies, you get so into the program that you forget to do things. And I want to apologize to the fancy dancers. I forgot to introduce the style of dance, and I'm going to do that. So my apologies, Aislinn and Brave, come on up this way. You know, I want to apologize for not introducing this style of particular dance. Come on over this way, Brave and Aislinn. If you look at this dance as they were dancing for you today, this is what we call the woman's fancy dance. And Brave and his mom, Aislinn, do this so well. This dance came from Oklahoma in the United States of America, this women's fancy. It's a fast-paced song, and it's fast-paced dancing. And if you pay attention to the regalia that these two dancers are wearing, the beautiful beadwork and the plumes that they have on, of course, you see the beautiful shawls that they have on wrapped around their back, into their shoulder, and into their arms. And if you were paying attention to their style of dance, how they extended their arms and allowed the shawl to fly free into the air while they were dancing. Again, the colors, the designs, they have inherited from family. But the unique thing about this dance is it simulates that beautiful butterfly that we see that flies in the meadows or else flies from flower to flower. That is the story behind this particular dance. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you, Brave. Now, we're going to go right into women's traditional. Step forward. At this time, I want to introduce to you women's traditional, Larissa Musabel and Tiana Lewis. Let's give them a round of applause. Now here's two different styles that I want to explain to you this afternoon. To my right, what we call the Southern cloth style is what Tiana is wearing. And to my left is what we call the Northern traditional style of dance. Of course, Northern traditional is more of a style that comes from the northern part of the States and of course the northern part of this country we call Canada. And that's where this traditional style of dance came from. And the Southern cloth came from, again, the Oklahoma Territory, the Central States and South. And this is that different style. The Southern cloth is more of a, you know, straight, calm, Southern style of a dance. Not too much anything on the regalia. But over here to my left, as you can see, the Northern style traditional, you'll see the long fringes, the beadwork on the regalia, and again, this is beadwork that is all hand-stitched on her cape. None of this is even, you know, it's all handmade. And of course, no different than the Southern cloth that you see here. Of course, the beautiful fans that they carry. These are eagle tail fans that you see in front of them. We have the beautiful white tail, and of course we have the beautiful tail of another style of an eagle that they carry. And one of the things that I want to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, is we all know the greatest bird that flies in the sky is the eagle. And we respect that because the eagle is the protector of the sky, and also it's in the beliefs of who we are as an indigenous people that the eagle protects us in any way that we believe in. These are some of the things that have been carried on from teachings from the old people. So I wanted to share that with you while we were going throughout the program. Now, again, there's a different style of dance in these two dances. One is what we call stationary, and one is what we call the graceful walk. And you'll witness that between these two dancers. So I just want to share a little bit of the two different style of dances. Now, this particular regalia, if you watch this lady here dancing, you're going to see the fringes flow back and forth. Again, that is the thing that you see in the meadows in the tall grass, where the grass flows back and forth into the wind. And you're going to witness that. If I think the way this lady's going to dance, that's what's going to happen. But I don't know. It's up to her. Singers, two starts of women's traditional. This way, little girl. Right here. Stand right here, okay? Don't be shy. If anybody looks at you mean, you tell me. Just kidding. Don't be scared, little girl. Hey, just kidding. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's always nice to interact with the crowd and stuff when you're being a master of ceremonies. Women's Jingle. This, again, is a special dance. Why is it special than the other? Well, there's a story that involves this particular dance. This dance came from the Ojibwe tribe down east by the Great Lakes area. This is a healing dance, but keep in mind, all the dances are all healing dances, but there's a real, true story behind this particular dance. A lady from the Ojibwe tribe down east, the late Maggie White, bless her soul. She had a dream one day about a little girl that was on her deathbed. And in that dream, in that vision, Creator, God, however you want to say it, showed her the path on how to heal this little girl. And the story is, by the old people, that make this dress and add these beautiful jingles on the dress. and then take that dress and put it on that little girl and make one for yourself and dance for her. And there were special healing powers that came along with that vision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a true testimony from that old person, the late Maggie White. And from there, the rest was history. That little girl survived from her sickness, and she moved on to have a good life. But the significance of this particular dance comes from the territory of the Ojibwe people from the Great Lakes. And like I said earlier, a lot of these dances we share, but also a lot of them we trade amongst another for good reasons. Just like this, what I'm talking about. The dancers that danced for you this afternoon, they didn't dance for themselves. They danced for each and every one of you and everybody in the balconies. Because they also danced for prayer, for good things, for all the children and all the people in the audience. That's the significance of who we are as Indigenous people. We do this not just because we want to do it. It is a way of life that we practice every day. Singers, 2 starts of the women's jingle and the junior girls jingle. Whenever you're ready. Round of applause! Awesome. Awesome singing and awesome dancing, girls. Thank you very much. We're going to go into another song. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I know the boys and girls, I think, are on their way out, right? Are you guys on your way out? All right. Thank you for being a part of our program. Boys and girls, we'll see you later. Let's give these little people a round of applause for being a part of our program this afternoon. We're going to go right into an intertribal, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to ask all the dancers to come out. But guess what? We're going to make this interesting. Now, what an intertribal is, where everybody, all the dancers participate and they dance. But I have a test for each and every one of you. You're going to pay attention and look at one particular dancer that you like. That's including you guys, not just the young ones. Pay attention to one particular dancer. And in a tribal, we're going to ask you to dance. Okay? Are you guys okay with that? We're not at a nightclub, okay? If we were at a nightclub, you guys would be giving her. I know. Because I was there. No, just kidding. But anyway, dancers, come on out. Boys and girls, pay attention to a particular dancer, and we are going to ask you to come out after one verse of the song. Singers, I'm going to ask you to do 4 starts. Okay? All right. Are you guys ready to dance? Put your hand up if you want to dance. See, look at these guys. Right on. I like it. Good job. But look at these guys are ready to go. Singers, give us 4 starts of intertribal, and as soon as I say go, crowd, you're more than welcome to come on into the dancing area. Aha, Nigamuk boys. Travel time. Watch and pay attention to the dancers. Okay, everybody join in. If you want to join in, let's go. Dancing, beautiful. Make some noise! Ah, beautiful. Boys and girls, you did an awesome job. Dancers, thank you for coming out on the intertribal. I'll tell you what, boys and girls, you were awesome. Man, oh man, I tell you. Yeah, I would be able to dance like that the way these guys were dancing about 150 pounds ago. But, yeah. Well, we're almost at the end of the program, as we call it, and showcasing our style and our dance. And I know this little area is a little small to do this, but we always do this at the end of a program, or end of a show. And it is what we call the round dance. The round dance is a friendship dance. Okay? That's our way of saying thank you for allowing us to come into your community, or thank you for just visiting here today. And it's called a friendship dance because one way or another, we are friends. We have to live in this world together. And we have to know one another. How do you build that? By creating friendship. So, this next song is a round dance song, and the meaningful behind it is a friendship dance. Dancers, come on over this way and step forward. And we're going to do the round dance. I guess we're doing a photo op first, or a Photoshop, or whatever you call it. I guess I'm not invited. Okay, singers, in the meantime, get a song ready. Okay, listen up. I'm going to show you how to do the round dance. If you listen to the beat of the drum, it's simple. Lift your left foot, down, drag your right. Lift, down, drag. Lift, down, drag. And of course, you got to hold hands. Okay? Simple round dance. That's all it is. It's none of this fancy moves or crazy dances you do at a nightclub. You know, simple. Lift, down, slide. Lift, down, slide. Lift, down, slide. All right, you guys got it? All right. Dancers, come on up this way. Singers, stand by. Let's all join hands if you want to be a part of the round dance. Adults, I know you've been sitting there patiently, you know, pretend that you don't do this behind the scenes. Come on up and join. Boys and girls, come on up this way. Come over here, and let's make a line from this dancer here to here. And join hands, okay? And watch how they dance, and that's how you're going to do it. And come around this way. Remember now, this round dance is all about a circle of life. So come on this way. This way, look. Yeah, make the circle bigger. Don't be shy. Come on up this way. How many of you boys and girls, and of course all the adults, how many have watched Lion King? Who's watched Lion King? Come on, adults, you know you've watched it. Don't try and pretend you never watched it. Lion King, they talk about the circle of life. And that's what we're going to be doing as this part of dance. We're going to keep the circle of life strong. And that's what this friendship round dance is all about. We're going to fix this gap. Come on up here. Come on. There can't be a gap here. Let's stop. Come. Don't be shy. Yeah, you too. Come on up. Right here, look. There's a gap here. There he is. There's this young man right here. Look. He's brave. Right on, buddy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, round dance time. Singers, 4 stars. Lift, down, drag. Remember how I taught you? Watch the dancers, watch the dancers. Side steps, eh? It's almost like a side step. closer, closer, closer. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, Buffett. All right, here we go. Keep going. Thank you very much for participating in the friendship dance. Round of applause. Dancers, come on up this way. Dancers, stay up here. All right, everybody back to their seats. Okay, singers, come on up and line up here. Dancers, come on up this way. You know what? It's always important that we do this appropriately. Singers, I'm going to ask you to come on up and line up this way. Like I said earlier, we, as a master of ceremonies, we always do these performances in a different way. All the performances are not the same. And it's based on the crowd, it's based on the facility that we go to, but it's also based on what we can do when it comes to a matter of how much time we got. Dancers, singers, join hands. As you fans, you people out here sitting here, I want you to help me out while everybody gives us a bow on a count of 3 for a round of applause for putting on a good performance for you this afternoon. Join hands, people, on a count of 3. Give us a big bow to the crowd. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, dancers and singers. My name is Grant Woodstone. I'm the Master of Ceremonies. And on behalf of the dance troupe and the singers, we thank you for allowing us to come to the Lloydminster Lakeland College to provide a performance for you this afternoon. And of course, to the live feed, to the Vermilion Lakeland College, we thank you for being part of the live feed. Have a blessed day, everybody. Hi, hi, Aksama. Thank you.